Oh yeah. Like the two worst best things with Jank, like frustrating wise, is the pathfinding. Because Kenshi's world is huge. It's like Project Zomboid, there isn't a win condition. The win condition is you're not dead yet. So it is one of those things that you make your own conditions. So like one of the things people do is there's one of the empires. It's like, what is it, like the Holy Empire or Holy Nation or whatever. And in the game, there are a bunch of racist slavers. So one of the things that's a very common playthrough for people to do is they will start the game, and they will go, "We are going to wipe out that empire." Foxmouse says, "I used to hang out in a friend's stream to be supportive. He was heavy into racing games, which I have little interest in, but my view and chatting in the chat thought was helpful. People who were there only for the racing actually told me to stop talking, that I was off topic, and the streamer, who was my personal friend, wasn't interested in what I had to say." That is very not cool. I need to get that auto Taylor mod thing, because this is frustrating. It wouldn't be so bad, but I have a hole in this, which means each lap I'm getting one less also. You know, like, the only time I will shut down conversations is one if it's getting into, like, a very polarizing, not okay topic kind of thing. Like, and I don't mind, like, there's times that politics come up that, like, I'll touch on a little bit, but usually I'll shut down something like, okay, that's not an okay topic. But, like, if I have people in chat attacking each other, I'll shut that down too. Like, I don't even necessarily have a problem with people talking, like, very, very high level on the politics and religion. It's just when people are going, this is right, that's wrong, or, you know, taking any kind of, like, hard stances or anything. It's like, alright, let's not. Yeah, and I do need to potentially get mods. That's mods are another thing I need to do, but I need to figure out how to do it. Because, like, I don't want to ask someone to do what I consider work. You know, policing chat, that kind of thing, without compensation. And, you know, let's be real. I don't, like, I don't make enough money doing this to give people, like, the worst compensation imaginable. Like, it's... I don't make much money doing this. Not enough that I would feel comfortable paying someone and not feel like I'm insulting them with how little it would be. So as such, I just wouldn't. So I gotta figure that out. And I know people are like, oh, well, I'm in the channel hanging out, and, like, I want the, you know, the channel to be, you know, comfortable and to not have, you know, like, people being toxic, and so, like, this benefits me, and it's like, I get it. It just feels weird to me. Yeah, just make me mod. I'm not gonna do anything, but, you know, I'll get the pretty sword. Yeah, like right now the only quote-unquote mods I have is Tomb, who's my wife. Uh, and there's times where I'm like, I probably shouldn't make you a mod. Like, there's times that she's instigating, I'm like, come on. Oh yeah. Like, and I'll go, so that's, like, kind of the thing. So, like, part of me is uncomfortable to ask someone to, like, hey, would you be willing to be a mod? Because being a mod, in theory, is work. like, if everything goes in chat swimmingly where the mod doesn't have to do anything, sure, of course, then they can just chill and enjoy the stream. They're not they're just being there. But, you know, when someone does come in and troll, then yeah, they do have to intervene. And it's like the time someone says, like, are there any mods here? And usually my next response is, whatever you're thinking, please don't make me have to be a mod. Like, I am entirely willing to do modding for my chat, but I don't like it. Whenever I have to mod, it means things are not going the way I like. And that's actually the reason why we deliberately created the rule that says don't test the auto mod. Because it became a thing every time auto mod would kick in and people would be like, well, why is it modding this word? What about that word? And it would always be a thing where people would, try and test the boundaries of auto mod. I'm like, just, you're getting to borderline offensive stuff. Please stop. And people are like, oh, but with the context, like, this is fine. I'm like, right, but the problem is people join the channel and they don't know the context, and then this looks super not fine. Oh, agreed. And generally speaking, if I was going to make someone a mod, El Goso, or sorry, Burning Sun, I saw the comment and read the other name. Like, if someone was going to be a mod, like, I would stand up. Like, if they were going, someone is out of line and they had to be banned, that's fine. Like, I'd say, hey, you banned that person, understood. Like, I'm not gonna just usurp. Like, if I've trusted you to mod and someone crossed the line that you said that person needs to be banned and you did it, alright. After stream, I might sit there and go, hey, well, I mean, during stream, like in a Discord chat, I might be like, hey, like, maybe that was a little heavy-handed. Maybe in the future we give them a warning, then we follow up with a ban. Or, maybe we do a timeout for an hour and then we follow up with a ban. Like, but that's a discussion to have. I will generally, like, I'll discuss, like, I won't be like, that was out of line, how dare you. Like that kind of thing. But yeah, like, I usually err on the side of giving people chances, even though a lot of times I know I shouldn't. Like, when people come in and say certain things, like, right in the get-go, and you just already put you kind of in the, alright, this person's probably bad news, I probably need to get him out of here. Like, that happens. But I'll usually give them a chance and be like, hey, cut it. And they never do. And that's not common for here. I've only had like 2 people who've ever had to ban from the channel. But like in all the other places I've run communities and all that, anytime someone comes in that's like they're behaving like they're going to cause trouble right from the get-go, it's like, all right, they're going to cause trouble. Like I'll try and play nice, maybe they'll shape up. But then, you warn them once, you say, hey, don't do that again, then they do it again. You're like, all right, bye. There's the door. Bye. Yeah, unfortunately, I still have the cap at 100. What I do think I might do is maybe tomorrow is I don't think I'm going to increase the number of push-ups, because I feel like 100 push-ups is probably about as much as I want to do per day, because I feel like once you start getting to 200, 300, 400 push-ups a day, that's just asking to, do more damage. Yep, I do them, well, I do them on stream, like, Gala, the push-ups, I have a cap of 100 push-ups per day, and all of those have been redeemed today already. So I've already done 100 push-ups on stream today. And when I say I do them on stream, I know I'm leaning forward, Fox Mouse. Just getting a little uncomfortable in the chair. A hydrate And I'm actually glad you did that, Hydrate, because I ran out of drink here. Realistically, it's going to be, I'm not going to worry about till I need a specific resistor. And then I'm going to have to hunt through it in a big heap of resistors. And be angry about it the whole time. Not really angry, just frustrated. But I need to clear out a bunch of space in this room, and then it'll be much better for that. But this was my recording room from my, like, what was my office for my my previous job. So I already had the green screen here, and I've actually got sound treatment, not like the big spiky egg carton kind of foam. That honestly doesn't always, that's not always good sound treatment for your specific situation. Instead, what I have here is there a giant wood frame that has like foam built into it that's specifically made for acoustic dampening on the side here and the side back there. And I got a beanbag chair that was over here. I'm going to put it back there for that wall, and the futon over here for, this used to be like a guest bedroom that never ever got used, but you know, whatever. Because like we have a guest bedroom, it's like, do you want to have people over? No. Okay. It's literally, it's like, the only time we have people over, it's like, okay, so someone needs to go to the airport at like some stupid hour in the morning, and it'd be really convenient if they could use our place. Like, I get it, I understand. We'll let this person stay the night. Or we're doing something together as a group, and it's over by us. It's like, fine. Yeah, we're just blitzing some tailoring real fast and all that. Yeah. Move close to the airport. The airport has a hotel built into it. Stay the night. Bye. I mean, not like that, but I have done stuff where people are like, oh, hey, can we stay at your house while we're doing this vacation? I'm like, no, why would I do that? Why would I agree to that? Hey, we're at 7. 8 is the point, like, 8 is the one I really want. And we're doing this because the weather outside sucks. And the reason I want 8 is because at that point, I can make this hole just go away forever. I'm just doing this so the thread's gone. And that'd be it. Okay, all out of thread. We've done a bunch of tailoring. Dropped it in the ground. Grab the leather. Yeah, you're just character going, ow. 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 In hindsight, that's not where I want that. I probably should have made sure to put the leather strips on last. So now I have a jacket that has no like extra protection bonuses or anything. So that's not ideal. Oh, I see. My hands are full. Alright. Hey, Biodon, how's it going? Alright, so if that's going on well, we got that all situated, it's all hooked up, got it gassed up, all that good stuff. Still not gonna drive too far in this awful weather. 1022. That's how long we've been in this save. I've memorized the radio station. So I'm just going to work on other skill stuff. Oh, that's considered wood. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, that's considered okay. That's electrical. Huh. Do I have, yeah, I do have a screwdriver in here. Cool. Alright, dog rules. You sleep well. And thank you for tuning in. So basically I'm just going to start taking stuff apart. Because while the weather sucks, we're going to sit here and just work on that. Because I'm curious, that's probably going to give us a bunch of electrical skills. So let's see. We're at 671. I'm surprised that's considered electrical and not considered metalworking. I expect this to be good XP. Yeah, that's 30-some XP. It's not anything to be upset about. Means by the time I get through this one, we'll have electrical 4. So that's good to know that the modern ovens are really good XP for electrical. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll be electrical 4. Cool. Not really, unfortunately. At least not in my opinion. Like, there's some gadgets and gizmos you can make, but none of them particularly impress me, so it is what it is. Yeah, that's kind of the cutoff where it's like 3 is the one where it's like, okay, there is a use for it, and that's like being able to move electrical stoves around as you need 3 for. And then you need 2 to or 1 to hot wire cars. But really not much you need past there. Like I said, there's some like, if we go here to crafting, like you have some of this stuff that you can make. Yes, like making a motion sensor requires 4. Making a really good motion sensor requires 6. You can make fire bombs and all that. So there are things that do require higher level, but you never use them. Because like making a fire bomb that triggers on a motion sensor is just asking to burn down the house you're trying to sleep in. So you know, it's a problem. Yeah, no, that's the same thing with me. I like never do burns. People are like, you should do a burn. It's like, no, I literally never do burns. That is a very conscious decision by me to never do burns. But and we're grinding up our metalworking and all that kind of stuff. That way, when we find like a good car with sirens and everything, I can take the time with that car to actually get it all nice, all working in good order, so that instead of dragging these wrecks around and then leaving them places and turning on the sirens that way, we have a car with sirens that we drive around, and as it gets damaged, we patch it up and fix it, kind of thing. Have ourselves an actual main car. Alright, and that'd be metalworking 4 as well. So yeah, that's going well. We got a point in electrical, a point in metalworking, a point in tailoring. I mean, especially this late in here, getting that many points in one day is good. The server you're on, all mushrooms are poisonous? Like, is it literally all mushrooms are poison, or just the RNG is just absolutely dumping poisonous mushrooms on you? Because I have found it is really, really often you get poisonous stuff, especially low levels of foraging. Oh, that's rough. Alright, so if I look at my skills, we're looking for 5 and 6, that's advanced. Oh, do I not have what I need? So it'd be skills, advanced electrical, advanced metalworking. I have advanced metalworking, so we'll grab that. But I don't have advanced electrical here. Interesting. Let's check the bookstore. Riverside Crusade is going really well. Actually, I'll hop in my van real fast and I'll pull up the map. Gotcha. Yeah, that happened a couple times, actually. And keep in mind, we did have 2 days of RimWorld. But yeah, so if you look at the map right now, so we basically drove around this whole area, killed all the zombies we saw. We drove down this neighborhood, killed all the zombies we saw. Got around here before we wrapped up there. We pushed in, we got all the way, we've gone into the bookstore, we did find the book we were looking for, so all this has been cleared many times over. But we're finding very few zombies when you go down here now, so I am expecting to kind of just steamroll through an entire block at a time. Like, I'd probably say this will be one day. The school itself might, like this block right here might be a day by itself. This probably will be a day, and then this might be 2-3 days to get all of that knocked out. So we're probably talking that whole area is maybe one more week of grind, possibly a couple days over, especially with helicopter involved. You can level up your backpack with tailoring? Are you sure that's not Authentic Z? I was under the impression you can't do that in the base game. I thought that was like Authentic Z mod. Where you can like hook other bags onto your bag kind of thing. I mean, I think it would be a good, like, right now in the game, I feel the bonus you get for your work on tailoring is worth the effort. Oh, zombie into town. No zombies are ever permitted in this town. We have declared this town cleared. All zombies are hard stop, not welcome here. Yeah, so we're just checking the bookstore down here, see if they have advanced electrical. Not that I need it or really care about it, but it's kind of one of those things is the way I've been playing this run is anytime the weather sucks, we work on trade skills. We have a strong policy that the dead must remain dead. It's non-negotiable. Sure, I can show the skills. I'm going to leave them up over here. But we are at Fitness 6, which we got recently. Sorry, I'm being distracted by trying to... Because my webcam like has like a little bezel thing that covers just right there where the loot all button is right now. So it's a little annoying. But we are sitting at 6 fitness, 7 strength, so we getting swole. Our sprinting is still basically nothing because I never sprint. Not a meaningful matter. We're getting pretty close to Nimble 5, which is exciting. And I'm just emptying this place out and we're never coming back here again. But our combat skills are mostly at 6, with some of them at 7. Like, we're getting pretty close to the point where they're going to just be at 7. With the exception of spears and axes, which are lagging behind. We've maxed out carpentry. Our cooking is at 9. Our farming is at 6. Our tailoring is at 7. Electrical, metalworking, and mechanics are at 4. And first aid, I dare say with shame, is slightly above 0. Which means we have gotten hurt. I believe both these were tripping and eating dirt. As you do. Our aiming and reloading are at 5, or aiming is at 5 for reloading. That's just because we did do one shotgun rampage and a couple of times we went out with pistols. Of our 33,000 kills or so, it's probably barely over 1,000 are from guns. I don't use guns too often. And our fishing and foraging are at 3, and we have never trapped a single animal this entire playthrough. But, kill-wise, we are at 33,304 kills. And I would really like to find the Advanced Electrical book, if you do not mind, game. No dice. Alright, so that's a book we'll have to watch for at the Enigma bookstore. That's fine. And we've cleared out all the books out of this bookstore. So it's donezo. Yeah, or at the post office, you are correct. I should check the post office first because that's much easier to get to. But I'm also grabbing all these books because we got that antique stove and I haven't put a lot of fuel in it, so you know. Books make decent fuel. 15 minutes per book. March Ridge is a town I almost never go to, so I don't know the answer to that, to be honest. I shouldn't mess with these zombies at Tired, but it's a full-on horde, like one full horde here in my clear town. So they gotta go. More than likely they came from the farms way to the south and have had a very slow and arduous trek up here and are just looking for a quiet place to stay and a meal to eat. I will deny them all these things and bludgeon their face with a crowbar. There, and now the zombies are all gone. Let me see. Let's see. Rainbow Throw, book burning. Rainbow Throw says, I'm not sure about the school, but it does have a post office and a library in the community center thing. Elgosa says, literally 1984. I guess the book burning thing. And Elgosa is confirming that there is no library in March Ridge School. Just checked on the zombie map project. Yeah, because like March Ridge, I don't believe you can spawn in there to start with, so you have to go there. It's got one way in, one way out. It's got a fairly high zombie pop. I found the loot situation kind of middling, so you know. Yeah, no, I gotcha. And we make jokes about that too. It's just like, you know, the information is hours and hours alone. We do not share. So once we have acquired said information, we destroy the book so no one else may acquire it. Yeah, so that's that police car is there. It's a wreck. We'll never fix that police car. It's awful. But it does sirens. I have to permit links first. You just gotta let me know what the link is first, and if it's something I want to have linked, I will. I'll give you access, but you have to mention it first, otherwise the bot will swat you. Oh, yep. Give me one moment. All right, you're good. You can post a link to the map. But yeah, we do that, like, originally I had that, so it was like, when I first started streaming, I had that, like, yeah, I'm just not going to allow links. And we never had a problem with anyone, like, posting any links at all, so it's like, alright, you know what? I'll turn off that filter. And it took, like, no time for someone to show up and chat and be like, here's this music that the woke crowd doesn't like, and I'm like, oh great, here we go. And that whole thing went pretty much about how you expect it went. That was one of the 2 people we banned. The other one was someone who was just hard self-promoting. Real hard self-promoting. And we're like, look man, I am happy to plug people's streams and all that, but you don't just hop in people's channels and self-promote real hard. Oh, I had the You Want to Be Famous robot, but it didn't put an actual link there. The If You Want to Be Famous robot would do like, you know, big follows space dot space com or whatever the URL was, so it wouldn't get picked up as a link. Yeah, that stupid thing was here all the time. It even got to the point I took the main part of the URL, like the big follows or whatever the crap is called, and I made that a banned word in the channel, so that would flag for it and not be a problem. Like we made specific rules to deal with that bot. That's how often we dealt with that stupid thing. But yeah, now they didn't have actual links in that. They did stuff to like buffoonery to try and get around that. Alright, the rest of these books I don't need, so they go in the fireplace. But yeah, now I got that one, and when they had that one bot that was going around, like we never got the whole, I need to get far away from that big pile of clothes to put in there. There we go. Like, we never got, like, one of the hate raids or anything, but that bot that was going around that was involved with the hate raids, we had that one show up. Like, for the longest time, I had to turn off the follower notifications because of it. That one was awful. I forget what even the name of it was. It shows how important it was. But it was the one that would, like, it would change its name to stuff like, you know, the name of the bot is watching you and all that kind of crap. I never heard what happened at the end. I did hear that, like, that went on for a long time, and that Twitch, you know, did pursue charges against someone that I believe was related to that bot or whatever it was. But I never did hear how that got concluded. Because I'm sure it would qualify as, I forget what the law is, the unauthorized access thing that can get you, I think it's maximum charge of 15 years. So I'm willing to bet they definitely went after him. That bot was so obnoxious. But I dislike, I agree with the way Twitch handled it. I dislike it. Because Twitch could have shut that thing down on the spot, but they wanted to get the person behind the bot, you know, set an example kind of thing. I'm like, you know, that's probably the right call, even though it was extremely frustrating to stream during that time. Because you had to turn off your follow notifications. You had to go through all that hassle. And that, you know, like the follow notifications are such a thing to drive people to be involved with chat and do stuff. And, you know, it gets people engaged because you get, you know, it's nice to sit there and have someone say, hey, you know, thank you, like, thank you, your name. Like, you know, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for supporting the channel. Like, all that kind of stuff. And you couldn't. Because the stupid bot was trying to be not only, like, it'd be bad enough it's just obnoxious, but it's actually trying to, like, cause problems because it's involved in all the hate raids. Like, honestly, and I still have it on my stream deck because of all the hate raid stuff going on and the fact that, you know, while I don't have the LGBTQIA plus tag on my stream, and that's because it's like, I consider myself someone who supports an ally. I don't want people to mistake that's like, hey, you know, I am what, like, I don't want people to support me thinking I'm part of a group of people who is subjected. I don't want to do this. Subject to this kind of crap. Like, I want to make it clear that I support them and I want to do stuff by them. Don't do stuff for me because I'm not the victim here. But that was what the hate raids were targeting, is those tags. And that's always been a mixed bag with that kind of thing for me. So let's see. Trapping for intermediates, I'm almost certain we have that. Yeah, we do. Absolutely. Being full of hate doesn't do anything to the people you hate. It does stuff to you. Now your actions because of hate does stuff to the, the people that you hate. But that's still, you're the one who goes to bed at night angry. Oh, I agree. And I understand their strategy was basically they were taking the very slow approach to it to find the people behind it and all that, go after individuals, actually take legal action against them. And I do believe, as frustrating as it is, I do believe that's the correct way of approaching it, because all that happens otherwise is the people find another way around it. But if you actually bring consequences to the people who do it, it will have a chilling effect on those considering it. Not that it's perfect, not that it's great, but unfortunately people are that way. It also frustrates me that there'll be people like, oh, well, people should just get thicker skin and be tougher, not let words hurt them. And like, no, they shouldn't. Like, it should not be an obligation for me to put up with people's crap. Like, if someone comes into my place of business and says awful things, they get to see the door. And if they show up again, they get to see, a police officer charging them with trespass. Yeah, actually, because those are all duplicates and books we've already read. Yeah, Burning Sun. Exactly. It's like, the person who is the target has done nothing. Like, just 100%, people. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that whole thing. My favorite is when people sit there and they talk about, like, how many freedoms we have in the U.S. compared to other countries. And it's like, but really in a lot of ways we don't. Like, way, way, way back, sure. But so many countries have caught up to us and in many ways passed us so far as providing their people more autonomy, more freedom to, be open and speak about things and all that.